Happy Monday. Dads, how are you feeling this morning? Makes it sound like they got in the hooch or something. Probably pretty good. Take a look at these pictures from our Sunrisers celebrating Father's Day. We want to know, how did you and your family celebrate? Send us a pic using the hashtag Sunrisers.
Yeah, a lot of really good ones. Tracy and Alicia, a great weekend with Dad, but the rain hampered some of people's plans, but hopefully things clear up today because it wasn't too bad on Father's Day.
Yeah, you know, it was started off nice, but it was just that cold front that kicked off those afternoon rain showers. Now we are clearing out, that cold front pushing out of our area, so it's going to be a great day as we dry out, air coming in from the north, so it's going to be a lot more comfortable and less humid. Now we will have some pockets of sunshine and we're expected to get up to about 78 degrees. Staying dry today, but I'm tracking the chance for some rain come Tuesday.
And there's a crash right now, 35 northbound up in Forest Lake near exit 131 and County Road 2 there. It's blocking that right shoulder, but not causing any slowdowns. There's a closure tonight, 35W southbound, south of Minneapolis. More details on both coming up in just a few minutes.
And we are coming off a violent weekend in Minneapolis where several people were shot, and in the latest case, a teenager was killed. It happened just last night after 8 o'clock in the area of 30th and Knox Avenue North. And Ellery McCardle joins us live with details this morning. Ellery, what can you tell us?
Yeah, so GM, Minneapolis police say a 17-year-old was killed in that shooting while he was sitting inside a car. Well, police say they responded to the area after reports of shots fired. And when they got there, they say they found the teen without a pulse, so they did CPR. He was taken to North Memorial Hospital where he died. Now, police say their preliminary investigation shows that a group of people was driving around when someone shot into the car and the teen was hit. Police believe the other people in the car drove to a nearby street and dumped the teen out, then drove off. Now, when it comes to the recent violence in the city, here's what MPD is saying.
It's a multitude of things. And Chief Arredondo really said it best today when he mentioned this is turning into a public health crisis. This is not something that we can arrest our way out of. This is something where all stakeholders, and it's not just Minneapolis, it's St. Paul, it's the suburbs. Stakeholders have to come together to find out what is leading up to this, what's precipitating these incidents, and help as a team thwart them from continuing.
Now, we should note that during that interview, you probably heard popping noises in the background. That was a bunch of fireworks that were going off in the neighborhood during that interview. But as for the case, so far nobody is in custody because police are still trying to figure out who was all involved. Gia?
Yeah, I hope they can find some answers very soon. I'm sure the family of this person wants that too. Ellery, thank you. This comes on the heels of a deadly shooting in a busy part of Uptown. It happened near Lagoon and Hennepin early Sunday morning. One person died, 11 others hurt. Police Chief Medaria Arredondo says his investigators are following a number of leads. The chief also says Mayor Jacob Frey is looking into all of his options, including a curfew.
Let's take a look at some other stories grabbing headlines this Monday. It's still unclear why a driver went the wrong direction on 35W, causing a crash that killed 4 people. It happened Saturday night near 66th Street in Richfield. Minnesota State Patrol says a Nissan Murano was traveling south on northbound lanes on 35W when it collided with a GMC Terrain. Both drivers were killed, along with 2 passengers in the GMC. The other person in the GMC has life-threatening injuries. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. One of the statues outside Target Field is now gone. The Twins say they removed the statue of Calvin Griffith due to racist comments he made in 1978. Twins officials say their decision to make a statue of Griffith, quote, reflects an ignorance on our part of systemic racism that existed back then and today. In Uptown, the owners of Calhoun Square is dropping the plaza's name. The building is named after former Vice President John Calhoun, who was a former slave owner and defender of slavery. North Pond Partners bought the property last October. They said since then they have been exploring new names, but wanted to speed up the process to show support to the Black Lives Matter movement. And lifeguards are back on duty at 3 Minneapolis beaches: Thomas Beach on Bodega-Makaska, Lake Nokomis' main beach, and Worth Lake Beach all had lifeguards. The city hopes to staff 2 other beaches by July 2nd. Originally, the Parks Board said it would reopen beaches amid the pandemic without lifeguards. But they changed their minds after a few incidents last week.
Well, the special session wrapping up over the weekend at the state capitol with no agreements on a lot of the big ticket items. Now, the story has hundreds of you talking online, so we're breaking down where both parties lie and what's next for the state in this morning's Digital Dive. Now, state lawmakers, they couldn't come together to make deals on police reform, how to spend federal money to help with COVID-19 relief, or a bonding bill. Governor Walz said he was disappointed about what kind of message failing to come to an agreement on policing sends to all of the people protesting after the death of George Floyd.
All those families and all those people across Minnesota and across the country that expected this one was going to be different.
Yeah, he wasn't pleased with the outcome. The governor also said Senate Republicans didn't respond to a House counteroffer on police accountability, and there were still major disagreements between the DFL-controlled House and Republican-controlled Senate over what police reforms should include and what they should even look like. Now, in a tweet, Senate Majority Leader Paul Gazelka accused the governor of behind-the-scenes arm twisting. Gazelka said they were not walking away from the table, but resetting it to move forward. He added that he believes there will be another special session, but not until all of the parties can agree. Now, the governor says he's still considering how to move forward and whether he will call lawmakers back to the Capitol for another special session. Gia?
Yeah, certainly some people out there wondering, you know, they really wanted something to happen, and they're certainly upset that nothing happened in terms of police reform. Alicia, thanks. Tracy, let's get to you with our One Thing weather.
Drying out today, it is going to be a great day, a mix of sun and clouds, and pleasant high of 78 degrees.
And a look of our Metro map again. 35W southbound will be closed tonight between 94 in Minneapolis and Highway 62 down near Richfield. That kicks off 10 p.m. It'll wrap up tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.
Well, there are several big developments this morning on the battle against the coronavirus. Here are a few things you need to know. The World Health Organization reporting the highest global increase in daily coronavirus cases. Scientists saw 183,000 new cases yesterday. Here in Minnesota, health officials are reporting just over 460 new cases of COVID-19 in the past day and 8 more deaths. 322 people are in the hospital from the virus. That's the lowest number since April. And he was just joking. That's what the White House is telling people after President Trump's comments about coronavirus testing over the weekend.
When you do testing to that extent, you're going to find more people, you're going to find more cases. So I said to my people, slow the testing down, please.
This was at a rally in Tulsa over the weekend. The White House dismissed the comments, saying the president was being tongue-in-cheek.
Now it's time to connect the dots where we make sense of the headlines. Summer is officially here, and after months cooped up inside because of coronavirus restrictions, you're probably itching to get outside. Big question now is, how can we do that safely? Let's connect the dots.
Summer is heating up and people want to get out and about, but coronavirus is still a cause for concern in a lot of communities. So how can you stay safe this summer? Let's connect the dots. First up, your usual activities may not be an option. While restrictions are being eased, that doesn't mean businesses or gathering spots are open. Check before you start planning to see if the place is open and if they have any new restrictions. Some museums or amusement parks are requiring reservations in advance. Others are requiring masks or small groups, so know before you go. Also, if you can, keep activities outside. It is harder to maintain social distance indoors, and research shows it's harder to spread coronavirus in outdoor environments. When you do go out, stay 6 feet away from anyone, not from your household. Wear masks when you can and bring hand sanitizer and wipes for public restrooms. If you want to gather with friends, an outdoor barbecue or camping is better than a party indoors. Keep the gathering small and bring any utensils you will need with you.
Yeah, that sounds like good advice. Although while walking around Friday night, I noticed some of the night spots in town. No social distancing in there.
Oh, yeah. I think people have gotten a lot more lax over the weekend. I went out, too, and I was just like, hey, where are your masks? Where's the social distancing? But I'm still doing it. All right. Well, that's all you can do. Take matters into your own hands. He helped get rid of the Confederate flag during NASCAR races, but now Bubba Wallace is being targeted. What he found in his stall at this weekend's race in Talladega.
This Minneapolis native overcame some of the most difficult moments life threw at him. We look back at Decarius Ware's heartbreaking past as the sports world celebrates this one-of-a-kind perseverance. And they're helping you find closure and cultural identity, how a local group of therapists is using their resources to help families of color in need.